Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and in this video we are going to talk about two things that you can do every day to improve your English. I think we can all agree that learning English or learning any language takes time and effort, dedication, consistency and practice. But the most successful language learner, they find a way for their language to become a part of their daily life. It just becomes a habit, like brushing your teeth, taking a shower. If you want to improve your English practice, should become a daily habit. To help you with this, I am going to share two things that you can and you should be doing every day to improve your English. And yes, I am suggesting that you do all two things every day, but they are not huge tasks, and we are going to talk about how you can make them a bit of fun too. So let's talk about pronunciation. Yes, you should be practicing your pronunciation every day, and it's not to try and get rid of your accent, but to make it clear enough that others can comfortably understand you when you speak. I can't tell you the number of my good friends I have who have amazing grammar and vocabulary skill, but so much trouble communicating because their accent makes it quite challenging for others understand them. So of course all of this affect smooth, positive, comfortable conversation, and depending on where you learned English, your teacher may not have focused on pronunciation. It may not have been the priority at that time because it's happened with most of us, but I'm not sure. So you see, if you learned English at school, your teacher main aim was probably to get you high marks in your exam. Pronunciation was probably not their focus at that time, but in the real world, when you are using English to speak with other people, your pronunciation, your fluency when you speak, it's so incredibly important. Get into the habit of learning and using the correct pronunciation today, because it's going to save you lots of headaches and confusion. Plus, practicing your pronunciation every day consistently, it's gonna help you make noticeable improvement in a short space of time. So how can you start doing this? Please let me know in the comment box. So you can also simply read out loud to improve your pronunciation. Doing this every day will help your mouth muscle to get working and creating English sounds and get more comfortable doing it. It's as simple as that, and it does not need to take you long. Just 5 or 10 minutes a day is plenty. Just make sure you are doing it consistently. You could even do it by singing English song. Observe. Create one opportunity to observe English every day. To observe is to take in information, new ideas, new words, new ways of expressing yourself, and you can do this in lots of different ways. So many ways: listening to a podcast or an audio book. You could watch an English movies or any video on YouTube. Read a book or blog post. In fact, you probably want to mix this up during the week. Right? Keep things interesting. A podcast on Monday, read a book on Tuesday, and like this you can mix your weekly schedule, whatever makes you curious. Now again, this does not have to be a huge time consuming task, but it's worth spending some time searching for the right type of content. It must be stuff that is interesting for you. If you are into cricket, or you love Hollywood or Bollywood or romance novels or any specific things, go with that and watch that. Where every you can watch In fact, if you are interested, but the point is you find something that interests you, excites you, because you need to look forward to doing it every single day. It should not feel like you are doing English practice. So I have two little recommendation here. Firstly, you need to find the time that you are going to do it and declare it. That is your daily time to observe English. So it could be on the bus, or on your way to work, or while you are eating breakfast. I have always found that attaching an activity to the task helps you to make it part of your routine. And while you are doing it, just keep a notebook handy so that you can write down expression or new words which you can look up and check later on. Simply as that, writing every day has something amazing benefits. So second one is writing and first one is pronunciation. But before I talk about that, I want to make it clear, I am not talking about writing an essay. Okay, I am just talking about writing a few thoughts or a few ideas down. It only has to take a few minutes and nobody ever has to see it. It is just for you. So there is a few reasons why writing every day is an excellent habit to get into. It helps your vocabulary to stick. Writing is on the best way to recall new words and expressions that you have come across. When so many of my friends have asked me what is the best way to remember vocabulary, this is my recommendation. As you are reading or watching TV shows or books, you come across new ideas and words and you write them down, but then you start to use them yourself. You think of sentences and your own idea about how to use these words. That's way you are producing your own sentences rather than just listening to other people's, and it helps it just stick in your mind, and then you can improve it. Once you have written something, you can do so much with it, and it is very easy to remember that word. You can copy paste it into ChatGPT to help you identify some of the errors that you are making. It helps you to see the mistake that you are making, like maybe you are using the wrong pronunciation or preposition, or you don't need to use an article when you are written one. So I really recommend that you take a look to help you see and realize the mistake that you are making, and you can also review your own work. Once you have finished writing, leave it for a few days or a few weeks. Come back to it, see if you can make any improvements, or if you can use a thesaurus to look up synonyms and replace some of the word with more advanced ones. These are just a few ideas, but getting into a daily writing practice creates so many opportunities for you to apply what you have learned, or what you have seen, or what you have experienced in English, and then review it and improve it. Join a discussion. Lastly, join an English discussion about stuff that interests you. Now this sounds serious and maybe complicated, but it's not. I promise. I am just talking about joining an active group where you can talk freely, whatever you feel. You can talk online community where there are people interacting, they are sharing their ideas, they are giving opinions, and you are able to respond. So you can comment and actually be part of the discussion as it happens. Now this could be in person, but it can easily be as part of an online community. Plus that makes it, even easier to create a daily habit around it, because it's simply about checking in and seeing what everyone else has been talking about, and giving their valuable time. So you have to start writing down your top hobbies or interests. Start with English language. What else are you into? Are you into politics or yoga or marketing, photography, sport, movies? I mean, you probably already follow something, people or part of group that are like this. So all you need to do is commit to checking in once a day and write a comment. It's not more complicated than that. If someone shared something and they are asking for opinions, don't keep scrolling. It's an opportunity for you. So stop, think of a way that you can contribute. So if you can bring those things into your daily routine in some ways, you will absolutely without a doubt improve your English. Remember that it takes a little bit of time to create good habit. It's very common. So it's not as simple as deciding you are gonna do it. Then create a regular schedule to help you get started, and really I just mean decide when you are going to do these two things. So for example, pronunciation practice can be interesting if you are in garden or on the way for 5 to 10 minutes every morning as you getting ready for work, then listening to your favorite podcast on your way to work, and you are writing down your words wherever you are. Then spend 10 minutes at the end of your day writing about what you did or what you learnt before dinner, and simply put that on repeat. Very quickly you will realize that English has become a regular daily part of your routine. And that's how I talked about two important things for learning English, for becoming fluent in this language: writing and pronunciation. Because if you speak something and if somebody listen your pronunciation, your accent, then they easily understand your